Let's talk about some of the most common myths about the PTE Academic. If you are taking the PTE Academic exam, then you are bound to hear some really strange thing on the internet. Some of them are totally preposterous and should not be even given a little bit of attention. In today's video, I will be sharing the top 7 myths that I have heard, and I will be debunking all of them. Let's start learning. Alright, so ever since I started my journey with learning this PTE exam, I've always come across people asking me, tell me some PTE hacks, or what are some of the PTE hacks? Now, people believe, I don't know, I've read it in numerous blogs, there are these PTE hacks that will actually help you to get a full 90 in the PTE. Well, quite honestly, if it was so simple, then I think every person who writes the exam will end up getting a full 90. Now, this is not just there in the PTE, but also in the IELTS. And all these people who come out with these misleading videos, man, they are really putting you guys into big trouble. Please don't follow all these hacks. So let's take a look at some of these myths that I have heard, and I will be debunking them like I earlier said. The first one that I've heard is you have to be an expert in computer if you want to take the PTE Academic. Well, first things first, the PTE is a computer-based test. However, you do not have to be a computer expert in order to write the exam. But you need to know the basics of computer operations, like using your mouse, then your copy, your paste, your typing. These are very much important. But let me tell you, you do not have to be an expert computer person to write the PTE. The second myth that I've heard is you should try to use a variety of accents if you want to score high in the PTE. Well, I saw this actually in a blog and also in a couple of videos that I saw on YouTube, but that's completely untrue. The PTE software, that is the algorithm that is actually used to correct you, is not designed to pick up a variety of accents. They are just there to pick up the different words to see if you are clear or not. This is not something that I've said, it's there on the PTE website as well, so you can check that also out. So don't worry about throwing in an American or a British accent for no reason. It just doesn't help. Just make sure you speak confidently and clearly. The third myth that I've heard is you have to speak like a native English speaker. Let's get into the truth. Well, this exam is not designed for native English speakers. They are designed for non-native speakers like you and me, right? So let me tell you, you do not have to speak like a native speaker. Trust me on that. How do I know it? Because I've got the experience. I'm not a native speaker. Okay, I mean, at least I think I don't have a native English speaking accent. However, in spite of that, I still managed to get a full 9 in my IELTS speaking and also a full 90 in my PTE speaking. These are just, I feel these are just passed around by people who are just ignorant. Please do not follow all this. You do not have to speak like a native English speaker. Be the way you are, but just speak clearly. Before I jump on to my next few myths, if you have actually gained something new in today's video, then all you have to do is hit that like button and let us know. The next myth that I've heard is you cannot use a backspace in the PTE writing. This is absolutely untrue, because as per the official PTE score guidelines, it clearly says you can use a backspace how much ever times you want, and by using it, there is no problem. Your marks are not going to be reduced. However, there are other things that you have to be careful about. Like for example, in the PTE, you will not get that autocorrect thing, like when you are typing in your word on your computer, if a spelling is incorrect, you will see a small red highlight. That will not happen for the PTE exam. Then another thing is with regard to, you've got a control, if you're using a Windows, there's a control F, wherein you can find a word in a passage on your computer. That will not work for the PTE. So just a few things here and there. But yeah, coming back to the same topic, backspace is allowed. You can use it. The next myth that I've heard is you have to write your exam numerous times if you want to get that expert score. Now this is purely, I feel, a marketing strategy or some pure ignorance from certain people's mind. You do not have to write the exam again and again. You just have to write it once and write it properly and you will get that expert score. How do I know it? Well, let me share one small little instance. When I went to write my PTE exam, okay, for my first time, after finishing the exam, I met a student who was there waiting for his turn for the next time slot. And he told me he's written the exam close to 15 times, 5 times, and still he has not got his desired score. Now listening to him, I was a bit nervous. Oh my goodness, this guy has written the exam 15 times and he's not got it. But let me tell you one thing. I wrote my exam just once and I got a full 90 in the entire thing. How? Not because I'm a genius, but because I practiced well. You do not have to keep writing the exam again and again. You can if you just want to waste some money. Else, it's not needed. Just make sure you get proper guidance. Study it properly that one time and you can get a brilliant score. The next myth that I've heard is you should skip any difficult words in that read aloud so that you don't have to say it incorrectly, and if you do, you will lose points. Okay, now this is just specifically for one particular section, the read aloud. Let me tell you, skipping words, not a good idea. Definitely not a good idea. It's okay if you mispronounce it, but if you don't give that word, then you will definitely lose some kind of score. So my advice here is, even if you do not know how to pronounce a word, just try it out. It's okay. It's better to actually get the word is mispronounced than getting you did not say the word at all. Before I jump on to my next myth, hey, it would be great if you could join our YouTube community. And for that, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, hit that bell icon so that you will get a notification whenever we drop a new video. The next myth, or one of the most common myths that I've heard, is you have to speak louder and faster if you want a better score in the PTE. No, absolutely not. You do not have to speak loud, you do not have to speak fast. You have to speak in a normal volume. Not too high, not too low. You have to speak in a normal pace. Not too fast, not too slow. Okay? Now, remember, take this as a small tip. Assume that the computer is also a human being and talk to that computer in that same way like you talk to a human, and everything will be okay. That's it. If you are a soft-spoken person, you can raise your volume, but if you are a naturally loud person, please do not raise your volume even further, because that's not going to help you in any way. You need to speak in a natural speed, that is a natural pace, if you want to score high in the PTE. Let me know in the comment section if you have any further doubts in this particular section. You can sign up with us by just logging on to our website, and it's quite easy. You can see all the packages on it. If you want to get in touch with me personally, then please fill out that contact form that is there in the comment section below. I've pinned it. All you have to do is leave your details and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Feel free to share this video with your friends if it was informative, and also check out some of our other videos that will be popping up here somewhere. Till we meet again, this is your tutor, Noel, wishing you a fantastic day ahead. Ciao.